Share your referral link. You don't know what that means. I don't know. Anyway, I'll say hi to myself. Hi, myself. How are you? I'm good. How's the weather down your way? It's really nice. Very nice. 76 ish. It's going to be 76. And then it's going to get up to 78 ish. I think 80, 81. And then who knows? The weather's been crazy. So I hope people are out there. I don't know. But anyway, I'll wait a couple of minutes. It says I'm alive. I'm alive. She's alive. Oh, someone was here and then they left. Can you hear me? Can you see me? It is Sunday, right? Share your referral link. What does that mean? Share your referral link. I don't want to click on anything. I'm in StreamYard, not YouTube. Helen. Hi, Helen. How are you? Good to see you. Yes. It's always good to see you. I hope all is well with you. You and yours. It's been a kind of a low-key week. My bridge partner texted me at 4:15 Saturday morning saying that she didn't want to play bridge in a monsoon. Now, I was awake, but she doesn't know I'm up that early, hanging out with Pam and all those crazy hours. So I didn't respond to her. I immediately went to the Weather Channel to see what the weather is. We had some rain, but not like downpour rain. But she didn't want to play in the monsoon, so I texted her back probably around 7 a.m. And I said, "You mean you don't want to play bridge?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay." Now, it didn't rain the whole time that we would have been playing bridge. Hi, Terry. Hi, Teresa. So I thought it was weird. We didn't get any rain really the rest of the day, but she thought it was going to be a monsoon like rain when we were playing bridge, but that did not come to fruition, so to speak. I don't think she really wants to play on Saturday mornings. And I'm gonna ask her, "Do you want to play?" If she doesn't want to play, that's fine with me. I can find another partner. I don't think I'd have a problem finding another partner, but I thought it was interesting that the reason was a monsoon. So anyway, I didn't play bridge on Saturday. So I got some happy mail today. Hi, Jay. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. I got my birthday card from Harley and Pam, and her birthday cards are always like, I watch her make them, and she gets these really cool stamps, and then she stamps out the kitties, and then she proceeds to color them in. And I got a card from Jenny Roberts also. And I got a card from Angela, I think, somebody else too. So the cards are rolling in. My birthday's not until the 25th, but I kind of like that new concept the birthday month. Kind of like that idea. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see this. If I can get it out of the envelope. Come on. Oh, look at this. Is this not adorable? Oh, Lord. The balloons are popped out. I have a stencil of die cut that does balloons like that. Oh, isn't that cute? If your age was your coffee order, it would be triple brew blend of wisdom, sarcasm, and back pain. Yes, it would be. That's lovely. Isn't that lovely? So thank you, Pam. Hopefully she is. Hi, Candy. Good to see you. It's not today. It's not until the 25th. Oh, that's a cute little stamp. Post office canceled it with love and 2 ducks facing one another. That's interesting. And then I got a package from. Hi, Ruth. Happy birthday month. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Hi, Ruth. Hope you had a lovely time with your sister. So this is what I got from Ruth. Totally unexpected. And it's, well, you can see my address. People get, you can't see. People get, Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. That's a good one. I really like that one. In my dream world, art supplies are free. So lucky. And she has a Navy stamp. How did she know I'm Navy? She must be Navy. Joe must be Navy. They call them Army brats, but they call them Navy juniors. Creativity isn't the way I think. It's the way I live. Those are really neat. I'll have to save those as we... Oh, look, a snowy scene. How lovely. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. Oh, look at that. That came off really nice. Let's see. Where am I going to put this? I'll stick that right here. It's amazing the stuff we save, right? And I think I will get a knife. Hope everything's well with you. I'm kind of at a loss. There's no, my grandson's, hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Football's over. My grandson's hockey is over. So nothing to watch sports-wise. Oh, man. The hockey team went down in flames last night. It was pretty pathetic. They lost 8. I know. Either 8 or 9-1. Wow. Oh, my gosh, Beth. What'd you do? What did you do, Beth? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, my. Holy mackerel. Big dudes. Oh, my gosh. All right. I know I like bicycles, but this is... It's a Velocipede. Aw, what happened to him? He got chewed up. Aw, that's too bad. Does this belong up there? No, huh? I wonder. That's a weird, but anyway. If I put him in a journal, I could have him in the journal and he could, like, open up. I'll have to do some repair work. I know. All right. Okay. Bicycle. The word's out. Oh, these are bicycle stickers. Lovely. And some nice stickers. Be still. You know that I am something God. All right. Trust in the Lord. Very nice. Some more stickers. Alrighty. Receipt. Some other little bits. Forever Irish. Yes. A little butterfly. Some hearts. Well, thank you, Beth, for the bikes and stickers. Oh, there's more. And there's more. Hi, Di. Is Val here too? Hi, Val. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Cutest clover in the patch. I'll have to pull these off because I like these. I really like this one. Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. That is funny. All right. I will say that. Okay. Well, thank you, Beth. Very sweet of you. I've got some more bicycles. I don't know whether I'm a masochist or just a fool for fussy cutting, but there's something about fussy cutting a bicycle. Okay, let me stick these in here. So that's the happy mail for today, or for this. And yeah, St. Patrick's Day is coming. And this book club that I belong to, I was telling you about, it's okay, but we have a theme. Oh, hi, Beth. Thank you so much. Thank you. Of course I like it. Hi, Lydia. I like that one too. That's a good one, Di. That's more my style, I would think. Life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoes at midnight, you're probably drunk. Yeah. Yeah, kind of been there, done that. A long time ago. I was going to say something. I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well. Couldn't have been important. Oh, I'm altering a book. And I'm almost done. And then we'll go on to something else. This is a method of altering a book that you can do if the book is not stitched. I was told over and over again by fellow, crafters and book alterers that do not bother to alter a book that is not stitched. You will be very sorry because it will fall apart, and you will be very, sorry that for all that work and now you've got nothing to show for it. Well, along comes Ava, crafting bohemian crafter, crafting bohemian, Ava. And she came up with a way of altering a book that's not stitched. And I've used it several times. I even did a paperback using this and filled it up with all sorts of goodies. And to this day, it's probably my most favorite journal. And I would show it to you, but it was sold. I don't no longer own it. So that's what I'm finishing up. And the book this is a book I bought several years ago at Goodwill because it looked really interesting. You can see the pages, they're kind of interesting. I might end up cutting up some of these. And it's a thing called, Pam had heard of it. She said she didn't like the cartoon at all. It's called Gravity Falls. It's a Disney thing. This is journal number 3. You can see number 1 on the New York Times bestsellers list. And that's the inside of the cover, which is pretty good. Pretty cool. And these are the pages that I've taken out so far. So there's a lot of good stuff in here that can be, recycled some more, which I probably will. So I'm in the process of taking some of the remaining pages out. And it's a whole... Oh, you did? I've never saw it. And so I'm not familiar with it at all. But this book looked pretty good. They have the journal, and then they had a notebook. Oh, here, it was Disney. 2016, so it's pretty current. But this plan here calls for doing a couple of things, and then she tells you to take 5 pages out, and then make 2 tag pages, and then take 5 pages out, and then you glue the page together for making a divider, and then you take 10 pages out, and then after you do that, you take 20 pages out, and then you keep doing that, and then take 7 pages out. She says off, but she means take 7 pages out, and then you start all over again until the book is done. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to cover this. Woo. So you're not, whatever I use this for, I'm not sure. But I've had it for quite a while, and I figured it was time to tear it apart and do something with it. So you can see that quite a few pages have been taken out. Hi, Joyce. So this is what it kind of, you fold this up so you have a pocket here. And this needs to be, I'm going to stitch this down. So you have a pocket here, and then you end up with 2 tag. It's kind of busy because of all that's going on in this. So you got this tag thing here. And then this is the divider. And then you do this, and then you put some gold down. And Di helped me with this morning because I never remember how to do it. And then you make a pocket with a flap. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to sew a button on that. And then you start all over again. So here I'm at the beginning. Here's a pocket here. And this will get glued down to this, and I'll have another pocket. Here's the next set of tags. And you glue 2 pages together. I know, isn't it? It's already grunged up. It's already grungy. And they got little kitty cats. So I'm right in the process of putting gold around here. And this is it's not a jelly print, but it's like a jelly print. So let's put some gold around this. And then I'll glue that on here. And then we kind of start all over again. So you'll kind of see how it, and look at this. Isn't this great end papers? It's awesome. Item 6. So yeah. Okay. So let's do some gold. Let's see, note to self. Possessing people is hilarious. To think of all the sensations I've been missing out on. Burning, stabbing, drowning. It's like a buffet tray. Well, I'm not going to read that. And I use some of, this is the tape that Di recommended for something. Hi, Barb. And this is, you have to wet it, but it's got fibers through it. And I use some of that down back here to reinforce where a lot of the pages were taken out. And when Ava was doing it, she used a white medical tape. But this is to remind me of myself. But anyway, let me do some gold here. I've got the gold, and I'm going to use, I recommended using this over a glue stick. So let's do some gold. Well, that was stupid, Ann. I should have. Oh, I can do that. Okay, let's stick that down. Okay. I'm loving Enigma Alert. Well, I looked at it at Thrift Books to see how expensive it was used, and it's pretty expensive used. And I paid $3 for it at Goodwill several years ago. And I like the grunge in it too. Okay. Let's see if we get some goldage. Aw. Why no gold? I put it right? Sunny side up. No. Shiny side up. Maybe it's this paper. Maybe it's this paper. Well, that's a bummer. Well, I can put some gold paint down. No, it's not wrong side. I said it's shiny side up. Hi, Angie. How you doing? Yeah, it's the. I think it's the paint. I think it's this. Well, I'll put some gold paint on it. It's no biggie. It is the 25th. Yep, it is March 25th. It is. It's an off year. Let me just say that. And I like to reverse the year. Take the numbers. Okay, bye, Angie. Thanks for stopping in. You gotta go, right? It's a busy girl. Sometimes you can take your numbers and reverse them and say, well, I'm not 73, I'm 37. But unfortunately, this year, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Because it's the same two numbers. So even if I put them opposite, even if I switch them, it's still the same date, same. It's a blah. What do you do? What do you do with 77? 75 is like a landmark, and 76, 77. Yeah. So I'm just happy to be here. Oh, that's fine. I think she's sitting. Yeah, it's fine, Angie. I had a little bit more success. I'll add some paint too. But you got a little bit of sparkle. I got some here in the middle, and we'll do that, and then I'll add some gold paint. I changed the pin to a red top because the other pin I had a green top. I couldn't see it on the cutting board, but the red top I can see a little bit better. Whoops, can I do it? I'm loving this cutting board. This is just, oh gosh, a wonderful investment. I was telling the ladies, I think I'm going to buy another one just to have it in reserve. But I've done quite a bit of cutting on it. Hi, Angela. And it heals up right away. But I have some cutting boards that are just really, really a mess. Big gouges, but I've been slicing and dicing on them for several years, so it's understandable. I was watching a collage artist, Franzella, and she just got done doing Feb collage, where she had a prompt for every day of February and did a collage. I'm a little late to the party. I got the prompt list, and so I thought I would work on that. I'm sure she's probably going to have something for March, but she's in Discord also. We'll add some gold. I got some gold right down here. Actually, I have copper plate, gold plate. This will be fine. Yeah, I've had several. Well, here's the one this was a We Are Memories, and it was a little one that came with a magnetic ruler. You see how bad this one is. It's got gouges in it. I mean, it's not usable at all. But that's why I got the new one. And this one's big. It's 24 by 36. And it really gives me a much bigger work area. As you can see, this goes forever and ever. All right, let's see. This is Doc Martens Iridescence 11R copper plate gold. Okay, let's just sprinkle a little bit on this on here. Yeah, and it wasn't. I got it. I was reluctant. I got it from Temu. And, Temu drives me crazy. If you ever go to them, they have all of these silly damn wheels and spinning wheels, and you hit it, and then you win prizes, but you really don't win prizes. So I just X'd out of all of that, found this mat. It was local, and it was like $24. And it was here in about a week because it was local. I didn't have to wait forever for it. And it came in with no protection at all. It came in a clear plastic bag, and then it was put in a black plastic bag. No cardboard, nothing. And there's one little ding in it, and that's it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is nice. All right. This is nice. Ooh, that's very nice. There, we got some serious goldage there. Whoa. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let me hit that with the heat gun real quick. Some of the wetness off of it. Oh, I know what I thought I might do. I might make some cards. One of my birthday cards with the little houses. Oh, yeah. You just realize that you have a big cutting mat from sewing. Sure, right? Why not? That would be great. Whoops. Now let's do this. Let's do a stick. Yeah, this book, I was intrigued when I saw it at Goodwill, and their hardcover books are $3. And that same day, I basically got a brand new, almost brand new National Geographic atlas, one of those real big atlases. And when I was checking out, the guy that was checking me out, rang it up as $3. And the guy who was at the next cash register, and he said, that can't be just $3. You sure that doesn't have a special tag on it for special pricing? And he goes, nope, I'm giving it to her for $3. And it's one of those really big National Geographic atlases. So I got that for $3 too. All right. So that page is done. So that's the, oh, now I have to make the pocket. So I'm going to, at this point, it says to remove 20 pages. I'm not going to remove 20 pages. I'm going to remove maybe 5 pages. And I've been using this to remove the pages. So, yeah. So I don't have a big, I'm adding a little bit of pressure. So let's see how many pages I end up cutting, and that'll be it. Oh, that's nice, see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Good enough. Stick that over here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is glue 2 pages together. Oh, I hate to glue those together. Oh, wow. I'm not going to glue those together. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to leave those as journaling pages. We'll just leave those as journaling pages because that's just too nice. Okay, we'll glue these 2 together. Don't tell anybody. My brother Stanley. Right? So let's glue these 2 together. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I'll do. I think of things that I want to do and then I forget what they are. So I'm all right. I went through my oh my gosh, Angela. Eventually, I'm going to do a Titanic. Maybe that's what I'll do for this journal. Here, I'll use this for the Titanic. Yes, if you just, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I got this book used at Goodwill several years ago. Okay. I know it's a magazine. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about finding more bicycles. I mean, if a bicycle happens to pop up unexpectedly. Okay. All right, let's do a pocket. And we'll just take a couple pieces of this. Okay, let's do this. Glue this together. Yeah, I've never seen this show. I guess I don't know. I might imagine it's not on anymore. Oh, there's Ryan Hall. This week's storms will provide big problems. I can't imagine anything worse than Hernando was. What a mess. I was looking for airfare. I was supposed to go to Lake Chautauqua in July. And that's where the boys grew up, was on Lake Chautauqua in southwestern New York. And but I would have to fly in. I fly into Buffalo. And I went to look at airfares. I don't want that here. And I was shocked. There's only one direct flight from Orlando to Buffalo a day. Just one. I was kind of, I don't know what I expected, but more than one. So I folded it in half so you get a, and it's the same there. That'll be. And I normally fly Delta because I have a Delta American Express card, so every dollar I spend is a mile type of deal. And Delta's only single flight to Buffalo from Orlando was at some odd time, like I don't know, 6:30 in the morning or some weird time. And all the other flights have to go through Atlanta or Baltimore or LaGuardia. So I checked out JetBlue. I haven't flown JetBlue in years. And they have, again, only one flight, but it's at a much more, and the thing is, if you fly direct, the flight is just a little bit under 3 hours. Hi, Belinda. Um, going through all the other airports, it's, 4 or 5 hours because of, the layovers in the other airports. But direct, it's like 2 hours and 59 minutes. And JetBlue is considerably less than Delta. So I'll probably be flying JetBlue. JetBlue was the first airline to have the TV at your seat. And I had the student of the man that came up with that idea of having everybody having their own TV. Needless to say, he became a millionaire when he patented that idea. And did you know that JetBlue is a Mormon company? So if you're calling JetBlue to make a reservation, more than likely you're talking to a stay-at-home mom. Probably more than you needed to know about JetBlue. Okay, that'll be the little flappy. Let's make a little pocket. Alrighty. See, some of this stuff, well, if I'm going to use this for like the Titanic, then I wouldn't want that on the Lilliputians, the mini golf major terror. I love these illustrations. They're really kind of cool. Hi, Debbie. How are you? It's fine Sunday afternoon. I'm altering a book. And it's a book, Gravity Falls journal. I bought it at Goodwill for $3 a long time ago. So I am altering it using Ava Crafting Bohemian method of altering a book that is glued, not stitched. And I was always told that you can't do that, but you can. And I've done it. I think this will be the third or fourth time I've done this without any problems of it falling apart, at least to my knowledge. I'm going to make that, like so. Yeah. Huh. I wonder. Glue that down. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just thinking, folks. I know that's a scary thing. I'm thinking, why not do something like this and get two pockets for the price of one? Right? I think I'm going to do that. By Jove. By Joe. Let's see. Let me take a pencil. See how that'll work. Yeah, yeah. I think that'll work, right? Just thinking. I could, nah, I'll keep it simple. Welcome to the jungle. Did you hear that? I'm assuming you heard that. Those are the sandhill cranes. They are there's hi Deborah. There's three of them, and three's a crowd, even in the wild. Hi Brenda. I know I it sounds I have my windows open and they are probably 15 feet outside the window. Almost and three's a crowd, even in the animal kingdom. They've been going at it. They've been fighting quite a bit. 'Tis the season, I think, and I'm sure it's obviously territorial. When they get at it, it's amazing though. Made me jump too. And when they go at it, they are jumping up. It's pretty magnificent. They're big birds. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're pretty big, and they probably stand 2.5, 3 feet tall, and they'll jump up and down, and they'll be flapping their wings, and they'll be kind of doing a. And then if they're aggressive, they'll put their heads down and they'll charge like an opposing sandhill crane. Yeah, they're a Florida. Well, no, they're not just a Florida thing. They migrate, but this group stays here year round. But oh my gosh, um, their babies, their chicks are so cute. Oh my gosh, they stand about. I'm going to say probably about a foot high, and they've got these long. They've got the long legs, and they're just this ball of yellow fluff. And they're walking. They walk in between the mom and dad, and they're pecking, and they eat grubs, and they grow so fast, but they are so cute. And now they're walking away. But boy, when they take flight, when they came in, it's like a B-52 bomber. It comes flying in and crash lands. No, they don't crash land. I think that's gonna be. I'll have a pocket on the other side too. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape. Yeah, I like that idea. Get two twofers. Now it's quiet. They've walked on. There used to be couple of years ago when I was coming home from work at the intersection. I'd come to the intersection and there'd be 10 of them about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 couples hanging out on the street corner. Why not? I could go the whole way, couldn't I? Believe it or not, I've never done this before. I've never made a pocket this way. We'll find out whether that works or not. It could be a problem. A sandhill crane journal. Could just be a bird journal, right? Have any of you ever heard of or used the app called Merlin? It's developed by and run by Cornell University's bird department. It's called Merlin, and it's a great app. You just go outside, or even you can, if the birds are making a big enough noise, yeah, isn't that a great app, Brenda? Oh my gosh. And if there's a bird in the area and it's making any noise, it'll tell you exactly what kind of bird it is. That's why I love living on this little pond. I really do. Hi, Terry. I've always wanted to have waterfront property. Most people wouldn't consider this waterfront property, but I do. Because we have the waterfowl. We've got ducks and a species called Egyptian geese. And they're called Egyptian geese because they have, remember if you look at the pictures of the Egyptians, they had that blue kind of eyeshadowing around their eyes. That was, part of their makeup, so to speak. Well, these geese have that same color blue around their eyes, so they're called Egyptian geese. They're not indigenous to this area, but we have them. And then we have egrets and all kinds of ducks. Pelicans. Every once in a while, a group of pelicans will land on the pond and swim around and take off. We have storks. We have wood storks. And God, is that an ugly bird? Oh my God, it looks like it's rolled around in charcoal soot. What else? And of course, we have blue jays and mockingbirds and cardinals and all the others kind of stuff. Okay, let's see. I just love having the windows open. And my neighbor's daughter's not there to, in the past I've complained about her because she comes and she visits, she steps outside to have a cigarette. So she might as well be smoking in my porch. All right, let's see. This up here. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Pocket. Turn the page. Pocket. You can't see it, but I'm going to be putting other stuff on this pocket. Oh, I like the way that came out. That really. Huh. I kind of like that. Get 2 pockets for the price of 1. I have never seen anybody do that, but I'm sure someone has. Whoops. And we've had alligators also in this pond. I haven't seen any recently, but a couple of years ago, a big old alligator came crawling out of the pond. There's not much water in the pond, so we've had this horrible drought. All right. Yeah. I don't think I'll put a flap on this. I gotta glue that down. Squirt some glue in there. Well, actually, wait a minute. Why not, right? Let's do this. Yeah, I could stick one. I could stick a thingy under here and make a flap. Why don't we do that? Shall we? Yeah. Yeah. Stick that under there. That'll work. Move this up a little bit. Put this over here. Glue it shut. So the only next sporting event really is I'll watch March Madness. I like college basketball. We used to have a pool at school for basketball because we always have the football pool. This is supposed to be spring football. They started last year. I didn't see any of it, so I don't know. Okay. So we can do this. Oh, okay. Men's curling. Well, that's cool. If people in here don't know this, Barbara is our I know this is definitely Matt. Yeah, it's Matt. No, that would be fun. The Hocus Pocus. Barbara is our curling expert, in-house curling expert, male and female. She is a curling aficionado. And apparently there was some big scandal in the curling world for the Olympics. I know nothing about curling other than Um, I know it's not brooms, but it looks like brooms. But I know it's not brooms. I don't mean to be disrespectful. It's probably a very ancient sport. It's probably been around since, I don't know. You just have to wonder how sports get invented. I mean, you'd see two guys hanging out and seeing a big rock on the lake, and someone decides, well, let's see if we can kind of move that rock, but without touching it and sweeping it. Hi, April. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about Canadian curling, the riveting sport of curling. See, that's going to work fine. Look. Ha ha. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape. I started talking about the book club. This month it's going to be Ireland, and that's kind of my fault. It's such a broad topic. And I'm the facilitator, meaning I run the meeting. And I just downloaded a book on Apple Books about what the Irish called the Troubles. And the Troubles is what happened between the Protestants and the Catholics and the IRA and the Irish Republic Army, and all the horrible bombings that took place in Northern Ireland. So I downloaded this book. So I started reading it on my iPad, and it's very interesting. So that's what I'm gonna read from. And then, see, the thing with this book club, you have a theme, and then everybody reads what they want on the theme. And then they get together and you discuss kind of what you kind of chose. Last month was colonial women. Unfortunately, pretty much everyone chose Abigail Adams. That's the only problem. There's no saying, well, like, here's a list of suggested topics. I'm guessing that several people will maybe pick St. Patrick's, and that's an interesting story about St. Patrick himself. He was captured and was a slave, because that's what happened back in the day. If you lost in a battle, you became a slave. So, and he was brought back to Ireland. Then he became, he converted, because back in the day, the Irish were pagans, and he brought Christianity supposedly to Ireland, and that's how he got his sainthood. No, it wasn't. That was just, maybe it was. That just happened to be the topic that was chosen by the group for last month. And let's see, some of the other topics are mostly women. Well, Ireland for next month, for this month, which makes sense because St. Patrick's Day and such. And then I can't think of the others. The top 100 women that, the Time magazine, top 100 women on the cover of Time magazine is one topic. Oh, the Bill of Rights is another topic. It's all kind of serious stuff. And, between you and me, it's a little boring. Just a little. So, the facilitator, somebody runs the meeting, so to speak, and this time, almost everyone did Abigail Adams. And this one woman decided that she was going to go first. And I ended up going last. So they said, well, do you have anything to add? I said, no. I had nothing to add. So. Looky there. Woo, woo. I like that. They came out good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty proud of myself with that. And I'll put little closures, like a little wraparound, or I could do my favorite. But that came out cool. Whoop. Okay, what comes after the pocket? Let's see. Okay, there's the pocket. And then you take some pages out, and then you start all over again. So let's do that. I'm not going to take out. I'm just going to do like I did, and how many pages come out. That's how many pages come out. We'll see what happens. Okay. All righty, let's take this and see what we got. See what we get. I'm doing, moderate pressure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of fun. I think I want more than that. Let me do another swipe. One, 2. Okay. These pages are pretty substantial. All right. So you got it glued through together. No, wait a minute. That's ready to come out. All right. Wow, look at that. Some of these drawings remind me of Linda Berry. Barbara's still in here. She knows Linda Berry. Some of those drawings that are in her syllabus book done by her students. Do you get that vibe, Barbara, if you're still in here? The King of Nightmares. King of Gateway and Other Worlds. Okay. How are we doing on time? Okay. I didn't get around to doing the watercolor again, but I will. And I'm doing the sketches out of that book for the 100-day project. And I didn't get one done today. I think I'm just going to instead of specifically doing a sketch out of that book every day, I think I'm just going to do a drawing or a little watercolor or something every day. Because I didn't do anything today, so I was caught up, but now I'm not. Okay. Now, glue 2 pages together. You'd think I would know what I'm doing at this point, right? No, I don't. All right. Fold 1 page vertically on half and glue together. Take 3 pages off, glue 2 pages together, and fold edge to edge of the previous ones. Glue the fold. Take 3 pages off, glue 2 pages together. All right. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, this looks like it must have been quite the show. Oh, what's that? I'm getting this pop-up ad. PC help driver update. Register and fix. I don't want to. No, close. Get out of here. All right. And then you go and you glue 2 pages together. I'm just like, hi, Casey. Good to see you. What a pleasant surprise. Mr. Casey's here. Enjoying your day of rest, I hope. When does it uh-oh. When does the clocks go? I read something about men in the dorm. That's funny. When do the clocks spring ahead? They keep on changing it, so it's shorter and shorter. So this goes like so. Well, that's not good. This glue is not getting the job done. So we'll add the good glue. March. Oh, wow. Okay. That's like next week, isn't it? Huh. Well, it seems like that's a shorter period of time every year, because every year they say they're going to do away with it, and every year they don't. So, you think they ever will? I don't know. I mean, the reasons for doing it really no longer exist. March 8th. Okay. I knew it was coming up, but I didn't think it happened until April. Well, it'll be next Sunday then, right? Or Saturday at 2 a.m. Today's the 1st. Yeah. Huh. So next Sunday or Saturday at 2 a.m. or something like that, whenever they do it. Yeah, these, when you put those together, they're pretty thick. And then this, yeah, goes like so. And then I gotta glue 2 more together. Look at this guy. The M dimension. It's a sway back. It's a weird looking cow. Weird. Ooh. Oh, that's sweet. I'm not going to be on much longer, Casey, so you want to pop on? I'd love to see what you got. Got some good stuff? A vintage flea market. Now, vintage, when you say vintage flea market, was it all vintage stuff, or the way it was set up was like vintagey flea market? That sounds cool. A vintage flea market. So you got some good stuff. Yeah, I know. That's what the next Sunday, the 8th. That's what they just said. I didn't think it. So that means it'll be dark again in the morning. Oh, wow. 50 plus year. Oh, wow. Okay. Were the prices outrageous? Were the prices, or were the prices vintage, like from 50 years ago? Okay, so now I will glue this here, and here. So I'll have a pocket here, and then a pocket here. Okay. All right, I'm going to put down double-sided tape and glue. Yeah, I know nothing about antiques, but there's an area here in Florida called Mount Dora that apparently is known for its antique shops and such. I would love to. However, I'm expecting a phone call from my son, but thank you for the offer. Maybe I'll pop in a minute, later when I get off the phone with Richard. I want to talk to my grandson and give him my condolences. But that's good. Most of them are reasonable. Yeah, we have I guess it's a flea market of sorts. It's indoors, and that it's just a lot of booths, and they're open like just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think. Okay. I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, Barb, is she still here? Like, can I impose upon you? Oh, look at that. That's not gonna stay, is it? To possibly put Mr. Casey's link in. Hi, Julie. Another Aussie in the house. Well, that's just not gonna. I know why there's paper here, and it's just, I'll have to work on that. Do some finagling. Okay. Let me do this. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Barbara's going to put your link in, Casey. Let me do this. Put this down, and then I'll put some. And I'm going to finish up this pocket, and then I will sign off. And you folks can go over and see what goodies Casey got. I was looking to buy old Life magazines, so I was on eBay because I was watching Franzella, and she likes to collage with old Life magazines, and I really would like to do some serious kind of collage stuff. Their prompts are interesting. They're one-word prompts. Now this is for February. Febulage. So like the February 1st, the prompt is boom. One word, boom. And then February 2nd, the prompt is toast. So that you really have to, and then the 4th is broccoli. So these are pretty hard, I think. They're out there. So you got to really kind of think which boom. Obviously, some boom. You could do like a stock market boom, like a booming economy. Look at the word in a different light, so to speak. I don't know what you do for toast other than toast. Or maybe a wedding, someone's toasting somebody. They're pretty hard, I think. Then some are not so hard. But toast is out there, I think, for a prompt. I think, anyway. And then broccoli is another one. And guess what? Another prompt is Titanic. Okay, let's see. This should stay stuck. Oh man, I made a mess. I made a mess. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully I'll have to work on that. So next week I will show you the finished journal and what I've decided to journal in. Unfortunately, all of these pages are going to have to be covered. Some of them I think I might leave, but it's kind of a wild journal. But yeah, it's out there, and this book makes it very interesting. So you can see how much has been taken out. Okay. Oh, you're gonna go get it? Okay. All right, I'll stay on while you get it. Okay. You don't need to cover. Well, no, not really. I never thought about that. Yeah, you wouldn't have to. I could just, I never even thought about not cover it. Just start adding pictures, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'll have to think about that. But thank you, everybody, for being here. It's always fun to see you on Sunday. I hope you have a good week. Try to remain hopeful. It's not easy, but hang in there. And go over and check out Casey and his vintage stuff. Thumbs up also would be great. And again, if you can't be good, be careful and hopeful. Take care, folks. Bye. End stream. End stream.